Okay, let's talk about something that has been all over the internet. What if I told you that a cartoon from the 90s might hold a secret about today? Yep, for weeks, social media has been on fire about a supposed Simpsons prophecy. And it all points to right now, March 22nd.
I mean, this is the question, right? It's been flooding your TikTok, your Instagram, everywhere. Did The Simpsons, the show that somehow always seems to be one step ahead of reality, actually predict something huge was happening today, March 22nd, 2026?
And look, if you spend any time online, you have definitely seen these videos. We're talking millions and millions of views, all claiming that the show's creators circled this exact date on the calendar ages ago. So what's it all about? A life-changing event? A sudden fortune dropping into your bank account? Or is this just one giant internet prank? Let's get into it.
So how in the world did a theory like this get so huge so fast? Well, it's because The Simpsons has this bizarre, long-standing reputation for basically being an accidental oracle.
I mean, just look at this track record. Way back in 1995, they had a whole bit with smartwatches. Then, in '98, they made a joke about Disney buying 20th Century Fox, which, eventually happened. And then there's the big one from the year 2000, an episode showing a future where Donald Trump was president. With a list of predictions like this, you can kind of see why people are so quick to believe the next one.
And that's really the heart of it. When a show has been on the air for over 30 years and has been coincidentally right so many times, it creates the perfect environment for new theories to just explode online. We're sort of primed to believe it could happen again.
Okay, so that brings us to the March 22nd claim itself. What were these viral videos actually promising was going to happen?
The claims were pretty wild, but they mostly boiled down to three things. First, this vague idea of a powerful shift in your personal luck. Second, a huge financial windfall, and I'm not kidding, some videos literally said you'd become a millionaire today. And third, there were some darker hints about major global events, like new world conflicts or even another flu. And people absolutely ate it up. The comment sections were just flooded with messages exactly like this one. It's this powerful mix of hope and curiosity that gets you hooked. But is there actually any truth to any of it? Let's peel back the layers.
So, what's the verdict? Is this all fact, or is it pure internet fiction? Let's see if there's any real substance behind this whole prophecy.
Okay, so this is where it all kind of falls apart. Let's just compare the claim versus the reality. The viral claim is that a specific Simpsons episode predicted March 22nd. The reality? No such episode exists. At all. It was made up. Then there's the claim that the writers are psychic. The reality is, well, when you have over 700 episodes and literally thousands of jokes, some of them are statistically bound to look like predictions eventually. It's just a numbers game.
You know, this whole thing plugs directly into a powerful psychological trick our brains play on us. It's called confirmation bias. We see the show's past hits, right? So we start to believe they can predict the future. Then, when a new claim like this one pops up, our brains go into overdrive looking for any little shred of evidence to make it fit our belief, and we totally ignore all the massive signs that say it's fake.
In fact, this whole thing follows the classic recipe for how an internet hoax goes viral. Step 1, you start with a really interesting but totally baseless claim. Step 2, you attach it to a name everyone knows and trusts, like The Simpsons. Step 3, you show some vague, out-of-context clips as your evidence. And then you just let Step 4 happen. The social media algorithms do all the work for you, pushing it to millions of people.
So, let's just be super clear here. The March 22nd prophecy is a classic internet hoax. It was manufactured from thin air to get clicks and views by feeding off the show's legendary reputation. That's it.
So what's the real lesson here? I mean, beyond just this one silly hoax, what's the bigger thing we should take away from all this?
It really just boils down to three simple things. First, always check the source. A quick Google search shows that no Simpsons episode ever mentioned this date. Second, just remember that The Simpsons is the perfect storm for this stuff. With 30-plus seasons, they've made jokes about pretty much everything. Coincidences are gonna happen. It's not prophecy. And finally, here's a good rule of thumb for the internet. If something promises you easy luck or instant money, you should probably be a little skeptical.
And that brings us to the final and I think most interesting question. The real mystery here isn't whether The Simpsons can predict the future. It's why so many of us want to believe that it can. Are we just hoping for a little bit of magic in our lives? Is it the dream of a shortcut to good fortune? Or is it just kind of fun to look for patterns in all the chaos? I'm curious to know what you think.